Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I am going to do a video on how to graph a system of inequalities. I'm going to do this example, show you how to use the calculator. So when you're doing the assignment, you kind of know what you're doing. These questions show up every exam. So this is a 4-point question. And to be honest, all you're doing is just graphing a couple lines, getting a couple points, and just shading it. So let's go. First thing I want to do, I need my calculator. I'm going to get the graphing page, and it has to be in relation mode. So delete the equal sign, put 6 in there, and then just type in the first inequality. So it's going to be y is greater than 3x minus 4. Press enter. All right, that's what the graph looks like. Now, I just need to find 2 points on here to plot. So I'm going to use menu 51 because that's basically all you have when you are in relation mode. All right, so it takes me to the y-intercept. So that very first point is 0 and -4. So that's what I'm going to put on my graph paper. So it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my first, oops, I don't want it to be red. I want it to be blue. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's my first point. Now, I'm going to get another point. All I'm going to do is type in an x value. I'm going to type in an x value and press enter. And it says 1 and -1. So I'm going to go over 1 to the right, down 1, and then I'm going to plot that point. That's what I've done. Now let's do one more. Let's do 2. What does 2 look like? 2, press enter. So 2, 2. So I'm going to plot that point. 2 over 1, 2, up 2. All right. Now, the one thing that you got to realize here is once you've got a couple of points, you just have to notice that if you hover over this line right here, if you hover over this line, you can see that this is a dashed line, which means that yours should be dashed. So when you do this, let's make sure. So I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to try to draw the best line I can. Let's go down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. So up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. All right, so I'm going to try to draw the best, almost. All right, I'm going to just leave that. All right, now it has to be dashed. So the way that I'm going to do it, I'm just going to erase a little piece of it. So you can see I'm erasing, and I'm indicating to the people who are grading this that I know that it should be dashed. And then I'm just going to shade above the line like you see. Just shade it. Now, so I've got that one done. So now I'm going to do the second inequality. The x plus 2y is less than or equal to 6. So I press tab, and I'm going to enter this x. I'm going to do come on. X plus 2y is less than, we got to do control equal less than or equal to 6. To 6. All right, so now you press enter, and there you go. Now, what I like to do is I like to get rid of the blue one since I've already done that. So I'm just going to press tab. I'm going to go up to the first one, and I'm going to unclick this button so the blue one goes away. Now, what I'm going to do is basically the same thing. I'm going to do menu 51, find a couple points. I'm going to start with the 0, 3. Let me click on that. All right, that's the y-intercept. So on my iPad, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Here it is. And then let's find another couple points. I'm going to put in 2. And notice there is an overlap right there. Both lines go through that point 2, 2. All right. Now I got to do one more. I'll put 4. Let me come over here and put 4 in. So it's 4, 1. So I go over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. Now here's my line. I got my 3 points. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw the best line I can through here. All right. It's not perfect, but that's good. By the way, also notice when you hover over this line, when you hover over this line, am I hovering? Why can't I hover? Yeah, you see that it's a solid line. So this one is supposed to be solid. And then all I have to do is shade underneath. So I'm going to shade underneath. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm going to bring that other one back so you can see where the solution set is. So I'm going to click on the blue again. Now, when you look at this area in here, so this is blue, this is red, this is kind of a purple area. This is the solution set. So on my graph paper, I'm going to write a big Superman S to indicate that that's the solution set. Now, if I do this, this would be 2 points. I've graphed it, I've shaded it, the solid lines, the shade and the dash lines, everything is good. Now I just have to answer this question. It says, is the point 2, 2 a solution to the system? Justify your answer. All you have to do is go and plot that point and see if it falls within the solution set. So we already know that that point is on both lines. So I'm going to go over to the right 2, up 2. So this point right here, that's what they're asking. Is that in the solution set? Unfortunately, it is not, because even though it's on the solid red line, it's also on the dashed blue line. If it's on the dashed blue line, then that means we don't include it in the solution set. So the solution set goes from this red line all the way down over to this blue line, but we do not include these points on that dashed line because it's a dashed line. So that means you would say, no, it's not a solution because it falls on the dash line. That's it. Now, the other thing that you guys can do is, remember, you can always take this point, this X and Y, and substitute it in and see if you get 2 true statements, because you're not going to get 2 true statements. One of them is going to be false. But that's another way that you can justify your answer. But if you actually do the graph, it's much easier just to say this point is not in the solution set because it's right on that border with the dashed line. So it's not in the solution set. All right. Okay, guys. This was a little longer than I wanted to, but I'm really tired. It's late, and I was trying to get this done because I'm not going to be in tomorrow. But it's really simple. You're just getting into relation mode. You're going to graph both inequalities. The only thing that you really need to pay attention to is it a solid line or a dashed line? And all you have to do if you want to check it is just go to the calculator and hover over the line. This one is solid. This one here is dashed. And so make sure your graph reflects that. And then the last thing you're going to do is you got to label the solution set. So I put a big Superman S here, right? And then just answer the question. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to post.